निताय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। जय रूपा सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। एछाए गोसाई करी चरण बंदन जावे ते विघ्ननाश अभीष्ट पूरण। महाभाव स्वरूपतम कृष्ण प्रिया वर्यसी ब्रह्मभक्ति प्रदेवी राधिके तां नमाम्यहम्। राधे वृंदावनाधीशे करुणामृतवाहिनी कृपया निजपदाब्ज दास्यं मह्यं प्रदीयताम्। वन्दे नन्दाव्रजस्त्रीणां पादर्णुमभीक्ष्णश जसां हरिकथोलिखितं पुनाति भुवनत्रयम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य दयाल प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गोवर्धन जी की जय। हम लोग जितने
modes of Shri Bhagavan should be followed.
चेष्टा कर सकते हैं कि वो भी उनके हेतु की कृपा वर्षे तो नहीं तो बहुत है जिन लोगों की मतलब नहीं और इसका कोई उपकारिता समझते नहीं, जरूरत समझते नहीं। उनको कोई इन चीजों से भले ही दुनिया की चापलूसी खुशामदी करेगा, चमचगिरी करेगा, मुमा साहेब बनेगा, किंतु भगवान और भगवान के अवतार आरोली या उनके प्रिय और किसी के शासन तो बहुत दूर की बात है, किसी के चरण का स्मरण करने का भी इच्छा जागृत नहीं होता। तो जैसे भी आज हम लोग महाराज जी का वैष्णव की कृपा से सुबह से ही अद्वैत प्रभु के समस्त आविर्भाव के जो उत्सव के समारोह के जो कार्यक्रम है, हम लोग पालन करने की चेष्टा कर रहे थे, अभी कर रहे हैं। अभी अद्वैत प्रभु के महिमा है,
So glories of Advaita Prabhu. If you do a little Shravan Kirtan, then we are very fortunate. This festival, this rasa, will benefit us eternally. So now we try remembering what Guru Vaishnavas have given to us and are still giving to us. Therefore the Guru Varga, they say that Gover Pandit and Navadevi, they came slowly to Shantipur. There was the king. So the king, he called them there and he gave them this position as Rajguru. At the time all the Hindu kings, they were under the control of the Muslims, because the Muslims had their own sultanate in Delhi, the Mughals. So they had their Islamic caliphate, and the Hindus were subservient to them, and they had to follow all the rules and regulations. So the Hindu kings, they knew how to respect the Brahmins, Devatas. They knew that these rishis are great ascetics, great renunciants, so they can protect us. Or else how could they be protected? Because the Mughals, they ruled India for 500 years. At the time, they committed so many atrocities against the Indians. They converted so many Hindus to Islam. Many untold atrocities they committed. So Kuber Pandit was very qualified. The king, he made him the Rajguru, because no one could transgress his order, even if one was a Muslim, Pacha or a Hindu king, anyone, because he had so much, he was very qualified. There was Brahma Vidya. If one doesn't have this Brahma Vidya, then where will he get this Brahma Shakti from? Therefore, as long as Brahma Vidya is not had, then he cannot be known as Brahman. Where will he get this Sadgun from? So Kuber Pandit and Navadevi, they were great ascetics, tapasvis and tapasvinis. Were well known everywhere. So respect all the sadhu santas, rishi maharshis, listening about the influence of the king. And the king, he called Kuber Pandit to his assembly. And he said, Guru, he can cut all doubts. Not only cutting all these doubts, not only destroying doubts, it also have to properly establish this tendency to serve, establish one. Because if one cannot follow, then what is the use of cutting all these arguments? So they have such Brahma Vidya, Brahma Shakti, that make a person free of all bad qualities and instill all these good qualities within him. Make them very qualified. So the king, he saw that all his ministers, all his assembly members, they very, it seemed new life had come inside them because of Kuber Pandit. They had this Jada Vidya, but they were lifeless. And when they received this Brahma Vidya through Kuber Pandit, then they became enlivened. They became enlivened every day. Kuber Pandit would come every day. King had made a very nice singhasan for him, beside him. And everyone would offer pushpanjali to him, respect him. And Kuber Pandit would sit on his asan. And if any question would come, and this king and any question would come regarding how the state should be governed, the king would consult Kuber Pandit. Just as Ram would consult Vasishta. So he said, a lot of time passed. So Kuber Pandit, although he was married, still he didn't know anything about sansar. Because he was so absorbed in his tapasya. Manu Sharnagat Samarpit. He is different from those who are in Brahmanirvan. He was surrendered at the lotus feet of Sri Parabrahma. Very brilliant. Composed many nice stutis for Parabrahma. There's one shloka he described in such beautiful ways. Whoever would listen feel rasa was being given to them to make one realize this rasa in one's heart is very difficult. To have darshan of such Mahabhagavats, what is going in the darshan, even by remembering their names, one gets so much benefit. Names of such Mahabhagavats. So Maharaj was not so happy with him. Maharaj became carefree because of him. Because Kuber Pandit, he took all responsibility. And Maharaj, he had no worries. So if you can have such a guardian in our lives, then you see how we'll achieve this Satya Mukti. Have no worries. Advaita Thakur said, Sarvasya tumar jarna sampe padechi tumar ghare. Advaita Thakur tumar ko kur boliya jana more. So if there's such a person, then we can surrender our lives to him. See, the person is so qualified, then anyone who comes to him, he empowers him and he makes him qualified to surrender. Else we are so useless. What is the way of offering ourselves? We don't easily offer ourselves. The king, he was so surrendered that one day, the king, he said, "Oh, Gurudev, you are in front of me, peasant. You are a recipient of Bhagavan's mercy. So think about our future generations. Think about the welfare of all the jivas." So he knew everything, he was antaryami. And he said, "Oh Maharaj, this is Bhagavan's desire. We don't pray to Bhagavan. If Bhagavan's happy with us, he wishes to give something, then he'll give some responsibility. But if we are very stubborn, then we try taking something by force, then what will be the result? The result will be very bad. Saying pray to Bhagavan, that this is your desire. But if you do not even pray to him, that then we will also suffer and we will be cause of suffering even for others. We will go on the wrong path. When Prabhu has created this world, then he has made all arrangements. Still we pray to Bhagavan, oh, give me a nice wife, children, wealth. We only have the unceasing desires. Give me, Prabhu, give me. We desire so much. We say we are surrendered. But how are we really surrendered? So, this great, this flow of material desires is flowing within our hearts. Mind has become so much absorbed in Vishaya. Even while chanting Mala Mantra, Japa Tapa, still for whom are we doing? For Parabrahma. I say, oh, there also Japa Tapa, I am chanting for the others. So then who will give the fruit? I say this, flow is running within us. So this fire will not be extinguished. It's greater than the Agni. Kamadi, Kamagni, the fire of lust, anger can go away. But this anger within the heart, there are so many kinds of desires. Saying, I want more, I want more. Sukhvir Pandit, he said, oh Maharaj. Yeah, but one seva should be causeless. We're taking shelter at Lord Sri Guru. We should pray for the mercy of Sri Guru. Not that you look after a cow and after 2-3 days you stand with a bucket and by force you try to milk the cow. Think you want milk, you won't get milk. You have to wait. Once in the cow gives birth to a calf, then the cow will automatically give milk on its own. If you beat the cow, then how will it give milk? It will give blood. If you cut the cow, will you get milk? By force, you can never do anything. Therefore, you have to wait. Prabhu is very merciful, causelessly merciful. He thinks about everyone, saying there's no need for you to be anxious. Whatever responsibility has been given to you, you carry it out in a neutral way. So then he prayed to his ministers. And he said, oh, you are my guardian, my guardians. But I desire that you only invite Priya Parikar of Bhagavan and bring someone like that, or else there's no one to benefit the world. And what happened? All the Brahmins, Pandits, they'll start praying to Kuber Pandit. Not only our kingdom, there are so many others as well. So you have this capability. You can think about everyone's well-being. You know what to do. So he said, all right, I'll pray to Prabhu. It's Prabhu's desire. Then Prabhu will give something. There's a need. Because Prabhu, he knows what we desire. Maharaji, he was worshiper of Durga Devi. Because he was a king, you should respect Durga Devi. You should also worship Vishnu. Because there are Panchapasaks everywhere. One pointed follower one-pointed bhakta is very difficult. To be one-pointed bhakta, especially to surrender to Bhagavan. So the Panchopasaks are like Kichdi, 5 kinds of worshippers. They worship Vishnu, Ganesh, Shakti, Surya, and Shiva. They worship everyone. Everyone thinks one. Because this is the preaching of the Mayavadis. That you just have to imagine some form of Brahma. Because when you'll be enlightened, then you discard that form. And you realize Brahma to be Nirakar, Nirgun. And you'll merge into that Brahma eventually. So, the king started receiving his Brahma Vidya from Kuber Pandit. That time, he started praying. That to realize Brahma, I need the assistance of one Parikar, of Bhagavan. Prabhu himself comes and is very nice. Or else he should send one of his dear associates. Then they can benefit me. So then, after some time, Kuber Pandit he said, Prabhu will come quickly to this world. And what happened? Bhagavan Krishna Chandra himself, he was thinking, just see this Kali Yuga Jivas. I came in Dwapar Yuga and I accepted everyone. When I was playing with my sakhas, no one said anything. When all the Gopis came, I'm Parabrahma. Everyone belongs to me. As Kali Yuga Jivas, they say that Krishna, he by dancing with the wives of other men, he has caused great disturbance. He is embracing, kissing all the wives of other men. And therefore, he has destroyed the entire world. Because others will also say, he'll also play. If whatever he does is Leela, and we do it, then it's pap, sin. So they're raising many questions. And they're criticizing the gopis very badly, saying they left their husbands and they went to others. And to other men, and they're living with them. They should be despised. So the Kali Yuga Jivas, they live very short time. And their intelligence also is very bad. But still, they always like looking for faults. When all these bad things is especially done by them. This is the tapasya, aradhana, sadhan. This is their diet. Only criticizing others, and especially, you see the insignificant jiva. See, they even criticize Bhagavan and his parikars. Insignificant living entities. They don't even have place in hell. So you should think about yourself first. How can you? And the Vrajdevis, Brahma himself, Brahma Shiva and all devatas, they worship Vrajdevis. They pray for the dust of the Lord's feet. And these Kali Yuga Jivas, they dare find faults, criticize them. It's Bhagavan's desire. Then I send someone who will explain everything to them first. If they change, then alright. Or else, they should give them proper instruction. So who is surrendered? So, everyone has adhikar to meet Bhagavan. Bhagavan is present in everyone's heart, present everywhere, inside out. So then you take the Paramatma out of the take Paramatma out of these women, then he'll only stay with men. But is that the case? Paramatma is not just present with men and women, he's present with every living entity. He's present in all of creation. So why should you think that Paramatma is not present in the hearts of the women as well? So still they say that all the avatars are okay, but this Krishna avatar is not good. They don't realize that Krishna is also present as Paramatma. Hearts of all these gopis. So this way they started spreading many bad things. And what happened? What was the result? Then they became under the control of the militias that suffer so much. But still did they change? No. So Kuber Pandit, he started praying to Shiva Bhagavan. And Bhagavan, he said that I'll send a very special avatar of mine to help all of you. Let me see what happens. So Parabrahma himself, he was looking that is there anyone qualified? So he himself performs this task of being Brahma. There is no qualified Jiva, then he himself becomes Shiva. Then he himself appears as Sadashiva. And there is no Yogi Jiva, qualified Jiva. Then Brahmaji himself, he appears as they worship Parabrahma. Or else he is worshipped as Brahma. So when Vishnu appears as Sadashiva, manifests his 11 Rudras to destroy the world. He manifested all these Jyotirlingas. That time he called Sadashiva. And he said, go and destroy all the anarthas of the jivas and give them good intelligence. Make them realize who Bhagavan is, who Bhagavan's parikars are, and how criticizing Bhagavan's parikars, taunting them, criticizing them, then who will suffer? You see, if you're criticizing one person, that person is not disturbed, but then you're criticizing, then you will be disturbed, you will suffer, and the fruit will be very bad. So that time, Kuber Pandit, he said that don't worry, very soon, once avatars will appear. So after some time, so today this is Makari Saptami. This is Magh Mas and Saptami is also called Ratha Saptami, Arogya Saptami, Vedant Saptami. Bhagavan Vishnu himself, he sits on a Ratha. He appeared in Swarna Ratha, therefore in South India. And all temples of four sampradayas, they take Bhagavan out on a procession, on a chariot. So Bhagavan, he gives darshan to everyone. He benefits everyone. So on this Maghi Saptami, Ratha Saptami, Arogya Saptami, Advaita Acharya, he appeared today. So Maharaj, he came. And you saw, just see his eyes, lotus petals, Kamal hand, see his hands, extend to his knees. And all the Panditas, they named him as Kamalaksha. And he had all these wonderful qualities. Who would see him immediately there? Minds will become very pure. Regardless of who a person was. How much ever he was suffering, still, just when he heard Darshana Pavitra Karo Aita Margon, that by having darshan of the bhaktas, one's mind becomes pure. But here, when we see Vaishnavas, we become very pained. And we say, oh, we're suffering so much now. Why? because we are pretenders. We are hypocrites. So they say, just by having the darshan I feel superior. Just by I'm staying on the banks of the Ganga, I've eaten honored so much Mahaprasad and all. Still haven't been so purified. But still, when I have darshan of the Shyam Sundar, my mind is never satisfied. And I say, I'm so happy. And I was sad to see him again and again. And then when he became a little more older, then Maharaj, he prayed to his Guruji, that is, to Kuber Pandit, saying you have to bring Kamalaksha to Royal Assembly. I'll give a place in our Royal Assembly and I'll look after this boy. And this boy, he is everyone's property, not just your son. And Kuber Pandit said, oh Maharaj, then if you look after this kingdom, then you'll have this conception of being a member of this kingdom. But you should try to imbibe these teachings of Brahma Vidya. So that's a nearby Yagya Mandap, where we speak this katha about Brahma Vidya, we have discussions. So all the Brahmins who come there, it's a Nirgun place. So one should not be looked after in the palace. So all the Rajas say. Therefore, he had this great desire in his heart. Now they increase 10 times more. Because where the sadhu santas are present, they don't just go inside their room and eat, close their doors. No. First they feed everyone and then they honor Mahaprasad. First they clothe everyone, then they wear clothes themselves. So Guruji is so magnanimous, he does everything for others. Therefore the king made all arrangements. And when he became a little more big, then the Raja told requested Kuber Pandit, you have to bring your son here anytime. So at that time you see the palace was very big. And near the gate there was a temple of Deviji, Durga Devi. And nearby was also a temple of Shiva. So anyone who would come there, first they wash their hands and legs, first they open on Durga Devi and then they'll go inside. Not that, oh, you're just going cycle rickshaw, you go on a palanquin, and then immediately you enter inside the palace now. Even in Jagannath temple, if you want to go now, you'll have to wash your feet very nicely. So this, even in Tirupati, this water is coming since 1 kilometer, and you'll have to wash your feet there. Then automatically, when you go there, automatically your feet lots become dry. And you cannot even spit, you cannot do anything. They say they'll bathe you top to bottom. You cannot go there in any other way. So after coming there in this Rajbhavan, they came there to Rajbhavan to Darshan Devi after washing their feet. And then Kuber Pandit brought a small boy. And the king, he saw that he's sitting on the lap of his father, his Kamalaksha. So he made a very nice Mayur Singhasan for him. Unparalleled. Very nice Mayur Singhasan. Now, if I don't respect the son of my Guru, then how can I be benefited? So he gave him Singhasan also for Kamalaksha. So they were all asking. Now they no longer ask. Now you see, the king, he would only consult with Kuber Pandit, not with the other ministers. You see, even the citizens, when they come there, just by seeing Kuber Pandit, automatically all their questions would be answered. Now they forgot everything now. So his Guruji would say, so many people come with so many questions, and when they come here, they forget everything, just by looking at me. They're saying they sit there for hours and hours. Say, Guruji, I want to ask something, but then say, no, I've forgotten. And say all these doubts go away. There's no need to even say something. Just by darshan, everyone becomes pure. So the Panditas, they made request to the Raja, to the king. They say, oh, Prabhu, our etiquette is being transgressed. Everything is right. We all come and offer pranam to Durga Devi Mata. Kuber Pandit comes, he also offers pranam. But Kamalaksha, he never offers pranam. If he stops offering pranam, Devi Ma will become angry. And she may cause great disturbance here in her kingdom. So at least you should offer pranams to Durga Devi. Then they all requested Kuber Pandit. That, oh, you tell your son, Kamalaksha, that when he enters inside the Rajbhavan, then you should worship Durga Devi. You should teach everyone how to worship her. So when Kuber Pandit came there, then he asked, why don't you worship Devi? He asked his son. He asked many times, still Kuber would not say anything. It's Kamalaksha. So then he went to another Sabha, he didn't offer pranam. Third time also he didn't offer pranam. So then all the ministers went and complained to the king. When Kuber Pandit asked, why don't you offer my son? Why don't you offer pranam to Durga Devi? He said, Devi will not accept my pranam. I am her Prabhu. And so when he spoke these words, everyone started smiling, they started teasing him, saying, oh, just see how big you've become. From now you're saying that even Durga, you won't listen to your Guru, you won't listen to the king, you won't listen to your father. And what will you do in the future? You see, there are so many who are always behind there, who are always trying to incite one. And see, when we do something, when we get the reaction of something, then we say, oh, why am I suffering this way? But really, they are the fruits of our caution. So you are responsible for that, not anyone else. So then, he came there, then he told Kamalaksha, you'll have to have a pranam, or else I'll not bring you there. So for 5 days he didn't bring his son. And they say, all the ministers, the guardians of Narayan, all of them hid themselves, as if the Mahapralaya is going to take place. And again, he started offering prayers. Why don't you bring him here? They said, even if I bring him here, he won't offer pranams. So you should teach him then. Why are you not teaching him to offer pranams? He said, he doesn't listen to me. He doesn't want to come here, but he will not offer his pranam also. He said, no, you have to bring him here. And he said, she'll have to bring anyhow. So they say they're so stubborn. You'll have to listen to everything I say. The king became very sad. Should I listen to these ministers? Or should I listen to my Guru? Or the Guru's disciple? The king himself, he left his palanquin and then he started walking. Because without having darshan of Govinda, he cannot stay alive. So this way they start saying that what is the harm if he offers pranam just once? Why is he so stubborn? So then they said, alright. Then all the Pandits, they all came there. All the ministers, everyone, they came. That time, as soon as Kamalaksha tried offering pranam, and immediately Devi's deity burst. And there was a huge roar. Everyone became unconscious, everyone fell unconscious on the ground. Then there was a sky proclamation. There's an aerial voice. It said, he is my husband, Parameshwar. He should offer pranam to me. He is worshipful for the entire world. And you're having him offer pranams to me. And so when the deity burst, the pieces of the deity, it hurt all the other ministers. The ministers were doubting Kamalaksha. Only the king was spared. All the other ministers were hurt by this explosion. Because the king, he had a lot of respect. Kamalaksha, he came to the Sabha, the assembly, and they saw that they were all hurt by this explosion. So when they came, they didn't say anything. They were very scared, no. They didn't say anything after this. Not that, you should respect her. Durga Devi is a Kuldevi, she's not, you should respect her. He said, no. How can I bow my head down to this person who just came yesterday? Like Maharaj would always say, one person is staying 60, 70 years in the temple, and one person has just come yesterday. So this person who just come yesterday, he comes Mangalati, he does all kinds of seva, he plays the mridanga, he does kirtan. So he's done 100 years tapasya. Therefore he has all these qualities. So you learn to respect him, offer pranams. You don't have any of that qualification. So wherever the qualities are, that person should be respected. Therefore Krishna said, then you say Lakshanam Pumsa. That according to one's Lakshanam qualities, one should think of him in such a way. No, that is, if he is a Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra, Sannyasi, according to his qualities he should be judged. If you cannot judge according to his qualities, then you're blind or deaf. No. So you have no intelligence. You're useless. So the scholars didn't respect Kamalaksha. Then the king, if any problem would come, then the king, he would call his Rajguru. And he'd say that all the other members in the assembly, they have some shortcomings. So how will, if one becomes very stubborn, then he will not change, because he's very intelligent. He has his pride. He will not bow down so easily. You see, bamboo becomes very hard, and if you try fixing it, it'll break. Once it becomes very rigid, it'll break. It is not flexible anymore. So therefore, Das Thakur, he stayed in Pulia. First in Benapul, then he came to Pulia, on banks of the Ganga. He started doing his bhajan in a cave. Every day, as a rule, he'd come for darshan and his Gita Bhagavad, Vedanta, Brahma Sutra. Every day he'd come to listen Advaita Acharya speak. Then he'd come to Madhukari there also. And when Raghunath Das Goswami appeared, then he started crossing the Ganga to see Raghunath, who was staying in Adi Saptagram. Because a great soul knows another great soul. So then, as soon as Advaita Acharya appeared, this Kamalaksha, then Fulia is very far from Shantipur. Even now, this Advait Bhavan is present in Shantipur. Even now, it's very big. You see, even the government doesn't have such a large place. This Advait Bhavan is so big. In Shantipur, there is Badai Gosai Park, inside the city. And then outside, on the outskirts, when Mahaprabhu would meet Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, there's that Baitak. And even that is so huge. So every day, Advaita Thakur would come every day. And then after some days, what happened? Kuber Pandit, he left his body. He entered Ritilla. So his Shraddh had to be performed. There was a Brahmin Pandit Guru. So when time came, performed his Shraddh, then invaded all the other Brahmanas. Then there's a rule that the Shraddh Patra should be given to the most exalted person, to sadhu, who has the strength to please Bhagwan, make him happy. So that time what happened? The Brahmins think, oh, he'll worship me first, he'll worship me. I'm very qualified, I'm this, I'm that. But then he saw Das Thakur, that Das Thakur saw that Advaita Acharya saw Das Thakur sitting on the streets there. He wasn't sitting with the Brahmanas. Advaita Acharya, what did he do? He looked for Das Thakur, he got him, he made him sit on the asana. He gave him the Shraddha Patra. All the Brahmins became very angry. So how can we eat in such a place? Here the Brahmins have been insulted. They're disrespected here. He's a Muslim. They gave him the Shraddha Patra first. Oh, we'll no longer do bhajan here. And they left. So they said, no, we'll take revenge. Again come back and take revenge for how we've been insulted. Because you see, because nature is like that. Anyhow, I'll take revenge. Saying, oh, why did you invite us? And why did you insult us? Why did you give the sharp father to this Muslim? And the Acharya, he said, how can you prove that he was a Brahmin? He's very qualified. Can you prove? What do you desire? Then he said, alright. He said, this is Yajna, this is Yajna Kunda. So here, we perform a Yajna, and then I'll offer this Mahaprasad. I'll call my father here and we'll offer this Mahaprasad there. So all of you, by the power of your Brahmin power, you ignite this fire. This Yajna, the fire sacrifice, and then I'll offer the Pinda, the Yajna Vishta, the remnants of the Yajna to my father. So when the Brahmin said, alright, I'll light the fire. So one who lights the fire, he is most exalted. Now that you bring a matchbox, and then you light a fire, and then Yajna is performed. And you say, they have done parikramas, but still, this fire has not been lit. They tried so much, they did parikrama with their sacrificial pit. They did so many things, they chanted mantras, but still the fire would not be lit. Then they said, alright, let's see if he can do it. Then Das Thakur, he did pranam, he did parikrama, he chanted Harinam, and then he remembered Kuber Pandit. He called him, and Kuber Pandit, he came up here in front of everyone. And then he gave this Mahaprasad. You see, even Vaishnavas and devotees should not offer Pinda. Should offer Mahaprasad, Bhagavan's Mahaprasad. So this way, he made everyone receive the blessings of the Advaita Acharya. So therefore, who has this Brahma Gyan, this Brahma Vidya? Who has this Samandha of Bhagavan? Who has the Samandha with him? And so they all start eating silently, and they took the dakshina and they left. They didn't say anything after this, because they knew from before that Maharaj knows everything. Maharaj, he said, oh, where is Kuber Pandit? Now he's no longer here. So now you're my Rajguru. He told Advaita Acharya. They will have to manage the entire kingdom. Then Advaita Prabhu, he said, I cannot do like this for the welfare of the jivas. So he started speaking on the Gita Bhagavad Ramayana. He said he heard everything. Coming and having darshan. But still they will not agree. They will not bring it into practice. So then they became very sad. Then he thought, Prabhu has made me Amsam's avatar. These Kali Yuga Jivas are very stubborn, they're very insignificant, and they're always lamenting, they're never happy. You have so much to be happy with what you have received. Say, no, I want more, I want more. What will you do with more and more things? But still his mind is not satisfied. And if anyone does any good, become grateful to that person. He said no. To glorify the person who helped you. No, he's saying. And if there's any exalted personality, you should praise him by words. In this way, they will go to this Dibbisthan. But by criticizing, then one will fall down. And one has benefited us. He's done something good for us. And he's thinking about the welfare of others. So if you are praying to such Gungan, then all those good qualities will appear in your heart. This is Bhagavad Kripa. Therefore, these Kali Yuga Jivas are very unfortunate. Why are they so observed on all these things? Why? Because it's their job. So then Advaita Acharya, he tried so much. So the time Madhavendra Puri, he came with all his disciples. Because Sannyasi Pujak never stays in one place. He was going everywhere. So then, he came to Shantipur and he came down deep. Why? Because he knew that there's someone in Shantipur. So when he came to meet him there, then Advaita Thakur was also there. The satsang was going on there. And then Madhavendra Puri, they made him sit down, they offered praise to him. Why? Because a qualified person, he knows how to worship and respect another qualified person. So he engaged him for this Katha Kirtan. In the same Madhavendra Puri, described very beautiful Leelas of Bhagavan. So the time of the Acharya's name was Kamalaksha. Then he said, can you tell me how the jivas of this world can liberate? They gone everywhere, all over India, but still the Durgasta Kalita jiva has been stricken by Maya. They're really unfortunate. So in the Srimad Bhagavad, Sukadeva Goswami has described then this all the Rishi, he spoke about this Nimi, Navyogendra Sambad, and then this way he said this Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults, but there's one good quality in this Kali Yuga. What is that? Kriyasya Sangha Param Prajayat. If one does Krishna Kirtan, then Mukta Sangha Param Prajayat. Then he'll meet with all the states of Bhagavan, and Maya will not touch him, and he'll be free, he'll be liberated. Kali's influence will not fall on him. One may have all good qualities, but one good quality is Krishna Kirtan. So then Madhavendra Puri, he said that except for this Krishna Kirtan, there is no other way to benefit the jivas. Then he thought, I'll have to do Kirtan now. And Advaita Thakur was doing Kirtan. And all the Muslims, his Qazi and all his followers, you see, the Hindus went and complained. When the Brahmins saw that Advaita Thakur is being worshipped, that he's gotten so much respect by Advaita Acharya, even by his utterance of the Mahamantra, he lit the sacrificial fire. So they complained to the Badshah. And see, he's a Muslim and he's reciting the names of Hindu gods. And he's insulting us Hindus. And they say, he's a kafir. So why don't you punish him. So then went to the Qazi, and Qazi went to the Barsha. So bring him here. They said, listen to the Qazi, read the Kalma. Why don't you accept this Islamic Dharma? Why do you chant the names of Hindu gods? So then he said, should punish him. And the king, he said, alright, put him in jail for 2-3 days. If he changes, then alright, or else we'll punish him. So when he went to prison, then all the prisoners became so happy. And they all started doing Harinam there, all started singing and dancing there. And then after 2 days, when they were about to release Haridas Thakur, they said, oh, you stay here with us, why are you leaving? Or else you bless us. He said, should I bless you? He said, my blessing is you'll always remain in this prison eternally. And he said, why? Because then you'll chant Harinam. Or else if you're in Maya, you'll never be able to chant Harinam. So you stay happily in this prison. And he said, alright, you also stay here with us. He said, alright, I'm also coming in sometime. Don't wait. And he went out, and again they made a big meeting. And then Qazi and all his followers, they all came together in one place. And they said that he should read this Kalma and accept Islam. And if he doesn't read this Kalma, doesn't accept Islam, then we'll beat him in 22 marketplaces. And they say we will cut his body into many shreds. And then they had him beaten so much. And his Ambika Kalna there. They had beat him so much. So Haridas Thakur didn't die. He was only laughing and chanting Harinam. I said, why are you laughing? Because he said, I'm chanting Harinam and you're beating me so much. So you are also listening to me chant Harinam. So you'll also be punished. And he's chanting loudly Harinam. Then he said, if you don't die now, then they'll destroy our entire families. Then this Qazi will kill all of us. So you should die. So I said, alright, I will die. He went into Samadhi. And they thought he went. And then they said, oh, they tracked his body then. And they said, don't bury him. You throw him inside the Ganga. Let him go to hell. Because if you bury him, then he'll go to heaven. So throw him inside. They call the Ganga Darya. And then floating in the Ganga, he came to Shantipur. Then again he started chanting Harinam. So Advaita Acharya, he became very sad. He said, just see this Kali Yuga. So then he said, now Prabhu has to appear here now. And he has to himself deliver this world. I have done so much, but I cannot. So they don't listen, these Kali Vijayas. And so they're always creating so many disturbances. So then he accepted Madhavendra Puri as his guru. So what should I do? And Madhavendra Puri, he said, Tulsi Talamattrena Jalasa Chalukenava Vikrante Samatmanam Bhakti Pyo Bhaktatsala. They just take some Tulsi and some Ganga water. You offer to Bhagavan, Bhagavan will be happy and he'll come and he'll give you whatever you wish. And they said, it's not so difficult to make Bhagavan happy. Just Patram Prasham Balam Toyam Ye Bhakta Prachati. If you offer leaf, water, anything, Bhagavan will accept. Still, they're very envious. Anyhow, they drink their blood. And then they give this as a gift. So Bhagavan, he'll never accept such gifts. You see, if you accept if anyone is giving something out of their love, then that is like nectar. But if you're trying to If you're asking someone for a donation, then that's like water. But if you're trying to force a donation from someone, that's like taking that blood. So therefore, so Advaita Acharya then, he went from there, on the banks of the Ganga, he came to Navadip, and then started his Aradhana. On the banks of the Ganga, solitary bhajan. And there Shiva, Srinani, Shripati, Ramai, Sridhar, Shuklambar Brahmachari, they all started coming to Mayapur. They all started coming there. No one was left behind. Haridas Thakur also, he came there. Because, you see, the prostitute was sent to have him fall down. The prostitute said, I'll make him fall down, surely. After 1, 2, 3 days, then what happened? She herself became a great devotee. So Advaita Acharya, he said, oh, I'll see. I'll bring Prabhu here. He started roaring then. Started performing such tapasya. Standing in the Ganga, he started offering tulsi dal, Ganga jal. He started calling out to Prabhu. And what Mahaprabhu do? Shruti Achinamai Kiroda Sagare, Nitramanga Eloi Nadar Hunkare. And I was resting nicely. But this Nada, he's shaking my Singhasan. Anyhow, he brought me here. Now we'll listen tomorrow now. Hey, boo!